Now for lesson 4.2, problem 5. In problem 5, the following data on number of minutes used for cell phone calls in 1 month was generated to be consistent with the summary statistics published in a report of a marketing study of a city's residents. Okay, so we have minutes used for cell phone calls in 1 month. Okay. Now, what we want to do is the lower quartile, upper quartile, and the interquartile range, which is just the difference between the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So we'll go to salt. Loads the data for us. Okay. Pick up that screen so you can see it. And descriptive statistics. Here's the lower quartile. Here's the upper quartile. Okay, and also gives us, so we just want upper and lower. Okay, the lower quartile is 0. Notice that's the same as the minimum value of the data set. If you look at the data set, you'll find out that the minimum value is 0. Very seldom does the lower quartile and the minimum value of the data set match up, but they do in this case. Okay, so let's write those down so we can submit them into the problem. So we have Q1 is equal to 0, and Q3 is equal to 195. Okay. Now, if we go back to our problem, we can put this value in. Now, when we subtract the two, we're going to subtract 0, well, let's put it in. We got 0 here we got that from salt. The upper was 195. We got that from salt. Okay. And if we subtract the two, if we take 0 from 195, we'll get the interquartile range, which is 195. Because 0 from 195 is 195. So, anyway, we've got these values. Now, the lower quartile is equal to the minimum value for this data set because there are a large number of equal values at the lower end of the distribution. Now, I have actually put these down so we can see them. So we'll stop share for here, and we will go to the one document camera. And I have actually taken those values and put them from smallest to largest. Well, because there's 7 of these zeros here, when you do the quartile, you're splitting this up into 4 parts, and there's 7 zeros. The one Q1 happens to be here. Now, I didn't ask for the median. We could have gotten the median down too. But 195 was the Q3. And that is right in here. That's Q3. And yeah, the median somewhere in here, we didn't write it down. But you can see why Q1 is 0, because you're splitting this up into 4 parts. Okay, and there's 7 zeros here, and that's the reason why they happen to be the Q1 is equal to 0, not 5. I don't know when I put that 5. That should have been 0. Okay, so that's why we have that, and that just relates to that video that I did on just quartiles, so you can look at that if you want to. So let's go back now to the problem and finish it, okay? We've already talked about this. The lower quartile is equal to the minimum value because there are a large number of equal values at the lower end of the distribution. There were 7 zeros. That's the reason why. And that's what he's asking. So large at the lower end. And I just showed you that on the document, Kevin. In most states, in most data sets, we talked about this, is not the case. The lower quartile is not equal to the minimum value in most cases. We talked about it. Okay. So that's that problem.